It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Do you know anyone that...
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter...
Tell me about me.
Your...
Maybe I would.
Granny might get what?
I really hate
Gran,
that
I better
voodoo
get going.
chick that
All
talks
right,
all the
dear.
time. She's really annoying. Ah, cemetery.
The tomb. The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of Christ.
I want to come.
Do the same thing with the other symbols. I'm sure I'm gonna need it. Let's come over here. That's this guy.
Could I have a minute?
But you need
You've been working.
longer than you've been alive, son. I may have to be here longer than you'll be alive, for that matter.
Mind if I
Go ahead.
tell me something about...
You know why the dead are buried in tombs, not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Cause if it was Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me something about...
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War and back further too. Look around, you'll see.
Tell me something...
Just look around.
The Wright family tomb. A high vases seem to
There's probably no one left in...
an angel with a cross. It's an imposing marble tomb from the a stone.
A marble snake. A marble snake. Now that's... I'm sorry.
You got some...
Mind if I pick...
Go ahead.
Tell me something.
Just look around.
Tell me about it.
My name is Tooth.
What exactly?
Oh, people.
Have you...
I don't know what.
Do you know any...
I don't know what.
Do you know anything about it?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about...
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you have...
No, no.
Do you know anything about...
Snakes? I see snakes around here all the...
What can you tell...
Seem like ever.
What do you know?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those... I don't think there's any real...
What can you...
They say it was...
Tell me...
Just look...
You must...
Unlike the...
Hello there.
You got...
Mind if...
Go...
Tell me...
Just look...
Huh. What is he... He's missing something. He doesn't have one of the, things I was talking about.
The marble.
Huh. I'm missing something, but we'll go this way. Exit! I said exit. I'm clicking on exit, and he's not there. He goes.
Hello, Dr. John.
Hello, Dr. John. Let me ask you some questions, Dr. John.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course.
So,
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators... Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans.
Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
tell me more about current...
You have tapped my resources. My expertise is really historic.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early Voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Tell me more about
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Tell me more about the story.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Tell me more about...
There were actually two Marie Laveaus, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire. When the Widow Paris began to practice, there were many voodooans in the city. By 1830, she was voodoo queen of all New Orleans.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Widow Paris was a hairdresser for rich Creole ladies. She also paid household servants to spy for her. Between the two, she knew everything about everyone who mattered in New Orleans. She was not above using her information to appear psychic, to intimidate, or even to blackmail.
You sound as though you admire her.
For a black woman in the mid-1800s to gain power is an incredible thing, Mr. Knight. However she achieved it.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She kept a pet snake, danced with it too. She held traditional voodoo ceremonies out by the lake. She took herself seriously, very seriously. But she was not above selling tickets for her events to curiosity seekers. She was not above using voodoo any way she could to make money. That is for certain. If she had been in another line of work, in another age, that would have been interpreted as entrepreneurial genius rather than a sign of fraudulence.
Hey, you don't need to convince me. I admire anyone that can actually make a living. Tell me more.
It was Marie Laveau who defined the voodoo that is truly and uniquely the voodoo of New Orleans. She invented hundreds, if not thousands of spells, potions, charms, and incantations. These form the basis of the modern practice, not to mention the folk tradition of voodoo.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
Her daughter, Marie Glapion, took over when the Widow Paris got old. Most people thought it was the same Marie Laveau. Both Maries encouraged that point of view. The Widow Paris died in 1881. Marie Glapion had been reigning a long time by then. After the death of the Widow Paris, other voodoo queens surfaced, and by 1890, the cult was fragmented again. Marie Glapion just sort of faded away.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Gabriel can...
I'll be
Let's
gone.
go back to the cemetery.
Goodbye.
See what's going on there.
Hello there. Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the voodoo queen of New Orleans. A powerful voodoo queen and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her too, you know. They write secret marks on the wall, leaving offerings there. Then there's the tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from the Voodoo Museum, he's here at least once a day. But Marie Laveau's tomb ain't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
You said there were other marked tombs?
Yep. I seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and calm greens. Animal parts, human parts even, it looked like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this at one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
Weird. Let's go see if we can find Marie Laveau's tomb. Ooh. There's a Getty tomb.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come back tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Rejection. To leave here. We're done here. We're done here. I said exit. I hate when that happens.
It's getting late.
Fine. I guess this is the end of day 3. Oh, hello.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
Ooh,
You
she's so
came.
jealous.
I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
What the hell? About 10 minutes ago, she was not interested. Day 4. I spoke to one who smelt of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. She didn't say good morning this time. She was so jealous.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way.
Okay, well, before I read the newspaper here, I'm going to take a quick break. 2-3 minute break, nothing too long. I will be right back. And then we will continue on day 4.